Hey, welcome back. Today in this video, I'm actually going to do something other than a planet. Woo! I don't remember if I've done a video on this before. I think I have. So for those of you who haven't seen it, great. For those of you who have, you get to see it again. Anyway, what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to do a black and white painting. That's it. Just black and white, no other colors. And I'm going to do a mountain. So first off, should I use the big bowl or should I use the little one? Well, guess what? I'm using the little one just because we don't want a huge mount or a huge moon messing up the mountain. So make the little outline. I don't think you've ever seen me do that before, but that's all you got to do. It's just a little quick spritz with the black or whatever color you're using, just to give you an idea of where that's going to be. So, you make up the mountain, or the moon. Spray just a little black in there. I don't want a whole lot of black because it is a moon. And if you ever look at our moon, it's more white than it is black. So it's white and it's got shades in it, shades of dark. So, add a little black. And then we cover the whole thing with a good dose of white so that the black's not peeking through too bad to start with. And then we take just a little plastic bag, and what I'm going to do on this is actually just dab at it a little bit, just to bring a little bit of that shadow out. So like I said, I don't want it too much of that black coming through. So once we got the moon, I'm not going to worry about shadows on this one. What I'm going to do is just cover it up and leave it like this to start with. Then, as is usual, let's cover the rest of it in the black. Oh, and I'm doing this on canvas. I thought about doing it on poster board, but I had the canvas sitting there, so I was like, I'll just use that. And since the granddaughter isn't out here to laugh at me. All right, so we've got it all covered in black. We let that dry for a minute, and then we're going to throw some stars down. Really a good idea to use a face mask if you're going to be spray painting. All right, let's see if I can get my pressure control to work today. There we go. Spit, spit, spit. Come on, spit for me, spit for me. There we go. All right, spit. Come on, spit. Ah! Didn't really want to do that, but that's all right. There are no mistakes. They're just happy little accidents. All right, it's the Milky Way, so we want lots of stars and lots of nougat. Get a little bit bigger stars doing that. My pressure control is still not pressury enough, I guess. I'm working on it though. I keep trying. Eventually I'll get it. All right. Now, we've got our stars, and yes, I did coat the whole thing. The reason I did that is because it doesn't matter. And the reason I say it doesn't matter is when we put the mountains in, those are all going to be covered. So it doesn't matter if I got them down there. As a matter of fact, it actually shows me the outline of the mountain so I know where I'm going. So, once you got that down, you let that dry for a couple of minutes. Then you want to do your outline of your mountain. So, hold it back a little bit. You don't want to get too close, of course. Mountain, mountain. And then cover it in. So, there's our first mountain. It goes up here, down here. We want our plastic bag. I find this works best for doing these kind of mountains. Now, using the white, you want to draw over the mountain, but you want to outline it just a little bit past where the top of the mountain itself is. And then again, fill in like this. Then take the plastic bag and go along the edge, just back from the edge of the white paint. So take that up to where you want your edge to be. Bring it back down the other side. Try not to stick your finger in it like I just did. Give it a couple of taps, pull that off. Try to keep whatever this happened. Must have came off when I pulled the bag up. Alright, so, and then finish off your mountainscape. I didn't have enough plastic bag to get all the way down. Alright, so there's that. And if you don't like it, you can always go back over it with black and redo the white and do it all over again if you want. You don't have to leave it. And that's a great thing about it. So there's one mountain peak. I want another one. So I'm going to put it right here, and it's actually going to come down and cover this corner. So where do I want it? I want it right here. I want it to come down. There we go, like that. Come down here. So we fill that in. Let it sit and dry for a minute. And probably should grab another plastic bag while you're at it. I think I got this one covered pretty good. So I'll put it over there in my pile of junk needs to be thrown. Alright. And then once that's dried up pretty good, make sure your nozzle's pointing the right way. And fill this in with, uh-oh. That's good. Yeah, just spray paint that. Pardon me for just a moment. I must put my ear back in. I thought it was a bug crawling up there. No, it was just that falling out. Alright, there we go. So, as I was saying, spray that in, go along the outline of it again like you did with the last one. Spray in the center of it. Get your little bag out. Follow along the line. So this time I'm going to start down here. Work my way up. Yeah. And then give it a couple of pats down lower. Pull that up. And there you go. Now you got two mountain peaks, one in the background, one in the foreground. But wait, there's more, because I want one more mountain peak. For some reason, I always like three. So we're going to do another mountain peak this way, and it's going to cover this one. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Figure out where you want it to go, and then cover it in. Let that dry for just a couple of minutes. I'm sorry, the neighbor's playing some music in the background. So I'm so afraid of trying to play music while I'm doing this because of copyright issues. So I just avoid music altogether if I can. All right, so once we got that dried down just a little bit, just enough. And once more, the white on top of it. Don't stand so close. And I'm not referring to the police song. Go back down along the edge. With that, pat, pat, pat. Pull a lot of that white paint. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Yeah, that one turned out a little more creamy than I thought. The black was not quite dry when I did that. But that's okay, because we can fix it. Watch. First off, get rid of the plastic bag. It's got all the paint on it. Grab a new one. I said a new one, not an old one. There we go. What we're going to do is turn that inside out, get paint all over yourself. All right. Never mind me. I'm weird. Just ask the granddaughter. All right, we'll just cover that over with some white again. Then start up here, along the edge, down here, where we want it to end. Pat, pat, pat. Pull up. That's a little better. Still not the greatest, but it's better than it was. So now we've got this mountain way in the background in the distance. We've got like snow, fog coming off the edges of the mountain. All right, I guess I'll pull that off. There's the moon. It's probably could have used a little more shadow, but again, we can fix that. If anything, how much stuff you can actually fix on this stuff. So I just give a little bit of a dark, give it just a little bit of a tap. There. One more. A little bit of splatter. Actually not too bad. So there's a moonscape. Well, there's a moon in it, but there is a landscape with mountains. One of these days, I'm actually going to try a landscape with some bigger trees in the foreground and see how that turned out. Until then, let it dry. Get out your old tried and trusty clear finish. Spray it down in the corner. Just open up the paint some. And then get out your palette knife or something sharp and put your initials in so people know who did it. I don't know, sometimes maybe you just want people to know who did it. Squiggle. 24. All right, thanks for joining me. And until next time, remember to wipe off your palette knives. Be safe. And may God watch over you.